Good day, everyone. Grand Rising. Good evening. This is Yugen Bliss, The Road to Happiness. I mentioned yesterday that in the center of my town there's a giant Indian. I just want to show you there is a giant Indian in the middle of my town. And it's right there, and it's raining out, so I had to come back in the car. But I just want to say this is where I am. How is everyone today? May peace and love be with you. So yeah, welcome to my hometown. So these are this is where a poet lives, so to speak. Is my town is in the central part of the state, and we used to be represented by the Indians and our heritage. So this is part of our heritage. It's the giant Indian, and he's watching over our town with his fishing net and the spear that you cannot be found. With no whisper, just his gaze at the wonder of the magnificent falls where the fish are arranged. Ma'am, thank you for coming by. Thank you. Samarita, thank you. Good day, everyone. I know it's evening time for you all. Um, I just dropped the kids off to school, so I have a couple hours to myself. So I figured I'd start doing a few live videos. Um, I know I haven't been on much because I've been doing a lot of writing. I write poetry, and then I speak my poetry and add a video to the poetry. So yeah, so I just figured it's time for me to come on and show my face, and I do have tons of videos of my hometown, but I did them years ago, and but still the town hasn't changed. It's a beautiful little quaint little town. It's an old mill town. Um, I think you'll enjoy it. There's a lot of old bricks, three-story buildings. Yeah. So everyone, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the like too. Thanks. So yeah, I'm sitting in the center of town today. It's raining, so that's why I'm in my car. Where is everybody from? Oh, that's good to write some poetry. We can express our emotions. Well, I think the emotions from the thought actually come from the reader itself, I guess. I think the poet per se really doesn't have um, really any direction of where it's going. It's just the thought that he wants to just transmute out. So, um, as far as poetry goes, it's only the interpretation of the reader, in my perspective. Because poetry can take us to a different realm, dimension, time, period. That's the wonderful part about poetry. It could put you in a place where you never thought you'd ever go. So I mean, um, poetry are just the words, and then the action of just having understanding to just write it down. I mean, all of us are poets in our own way, because we all speak a language that's a vibrating through the lips, the tongue, and the top of the mouth. And irregardless if you're writing these words down or not, it's poetry, right? I mean, I think of things all the time. There are things going through my head right now of a poetic way of saying something. Poetry is me. Poetry is a part of me, that it's a part of my soul that it's my passion. It's who I am. It's what makes me. And that's just what it is, I guess. Yesterday was such a beautiful day, and you know what? I think today is going to be one too, but it hasn't started out that way. It's kind of gray and kind of rainy, but that's okay too. So yeah, let me show you guys something. This is the sculptor that created this Indian, and there is some writing on it. And what I find extremely interesting is the bottom year. Bernard Languski. He was born in Old Town, Maine in 1921, an alumnus of Skowhegan School of Painting and Sculpture. Mr. Languskis died in 1977. You know what's really odd and kind of creepy about this situation is I was born in 1977. And I think it's kind of weird and eerie that these connections throughout my life that I see. And, you know, it could be nothing. It could be coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidence. Hey, good morning. Life with Tazara. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by again. I appreciate it. And how Skowhegan really, I mean, Skowhegan was an Indian name, Skowhegan Indian. This sculpture was dedicated to the Maine Indians, the first people of the land, in a peaceful way. So this Indian right here was a gift of peace for this land that we were given by the first people that inhabited it. This is what this is. This is paying homage and respect to the ones that have been here before us. You know, I really strongly believe that I live on very sacred land here in Skowhegan. It has a lot of energy and protection and love and peace. And I think it's due to our ancestors, the native people that were here before us, that walked this land. And I'm just grateful that my town has this wonderful sculpture in honor of the people that were here before us. And I just want to share that with you. And this sits in the middle of my town, a town that's separated by a big river, the Kennebec. That was very important, and it's the lifeblood of this town, and always has been. So it's gratitude, people. It's gratitude to all my needs being met. It's gratitude knowing that I'm not physically rich as much as I am emotionally, mentally. Yeah, I'm filthy rich in so many ways. And it doesn't have to be monetary. Most of it's from gratitude and stumbling and falling and making mistakes and then growing from those mistakes, allowing me to see the true gratitude in not so good situations. And sometimes feeling in a negative state of mind and realizing this is just temporary. You know, these are all things that lead me to this higher protection, this divine purpose that instills all of us. It's not just me. It's an energy, and it's a very powerful energy, as we are all energetical batteries. Okay, that's a good example. Our body, this vessel, is a battery that has a positive and a negative side. And sometimes that battery gets drained. What do we do when our batteries get drained? We start making mistakes. We start maybe doing things we don't normally do because that battery level is so low. We've been drained. And it could be because of the people around us. I don't know the answer to that, but I just know that that battery needs to be recharged. And there are certain ways that I go about recharging my battery, my vessel. And I'm so grateful that school has started. And I'm not saying that I'm ungrateful or anything like that, but I am grateful that school started because the kids, they're growing in their own way. And it's not easy taking care of children. And I completely understand everybody. And I know everyone's going to understand this and relate to this that are taking care of children. In the summertime, when you're with them every day, 24/7, it gets emotionally and mentally draining. You know, we're all human beings. And I'm using the battery as a metaphor. And it was perfect because about 2.5 weeks ago, I just threw out to the universe that, man, I need to recharge this. And I know it's coming. And I didn't realize how important it was to all intermix and to stay the crap out of it. And I stayed out of it. And yes, it was difficult because we have a new school that was built. And the kids, it's all new for all of us too. But this is the third week, okay? And now I can start seeing the benefits of being, knowing that it was coming. I knew that my batteries were going to be recharged. I had to be patient. I had to get through the turbulence, the energy that wasn't so smooth, I should say. You know what I'm saying? I had to go get reconnected. And once I got reconnected to the perfect frequency, here I am. I'm not completely recharged, but yesterday was a good step in the right direction, being by the lake for 2.5, 3 hours and just enjoying the peace and the serenity and the appreciation of nature itself, being able to go into the water, be one with it, swim, just taking that and not taking it for granted, but taking it as an appreciation and gratitude for being there in the moment. And these are things that I've come to be able to grow as a better person and to be better than I was yesterday. Always continuing, trying to learn as the student, not necessarily being anything other than that, really, per se. It's just try to absorb and learning from others, getting the courage and the bravery and the understanding that, I may not be in control of all situations, but there is something that's above me, greater than I, that has a greater control. And if I can trust into that greater power, life's a little bit easier. I'm not saying that it's extremely easy, because it's never that easy. And when it is, that there's going to be something that's too good to be true. Excuse me. But as a whole, allowing to let go of things that don't serve you in the moment and questioning the thoughts, I guess it makes it easier for me. Yes, it makes it more complicated having to second guess or even guess what's going to happen next. I don't even care what happens next because I know it's already been pre-planned. It's already prearranged. There's there's no worry anymore. I can't worry about what ifs and what could have beens. I get right into the experience. That's basically what it is. Living life and allowing life to come to you and not you trying to force it is very important. We can't force anything. And we may think that we have control of every situation. Sorry to tell you, in my world, I have no control on what happens. The only thing I have control of is the exact presence where I am. And it only is it's the reaction. I have the free will to react to the present moment. And whatever it is, right? I mean, isn't that at the end of the day, isn't that what it comes down to? I have no control over that. It's the reaction that I have control over. Hey, Brown Dog Prospecting, how you doing, brother? Good day, mate. Yeah, you hear me? Yeah. I don't know. This is just my personal self. Like I said, I don't care if I have no control over whether you take it the wrong way or the right way is what I'm trying to say. You know, your live. It's everyone's life. And hey, Brown Dog, you want to see an awesome statue? I'll show you. This is in the center of my town. It's a sculpture of the Skowhegan Indian, and it was gifted to us by a sculptor and a painter. It is great to meet. Yeah, I mean, I figured it was time. The one thing on my channel that I haven't really done a lot of is live videos. I haven't really done that many of them, and I figured, maybe there's no better time than now to start doing videos again and do them live. Magic, mate. Yeah, magic is everywhere, man. That's what this is what I was trying to get at a couple days ago, but I didn't really want to get too deep. We live in a very magical place. And I think lack of the education of the world itself, we don't realize how magical this place is and how powerful it is. The energy. And I knew it's energy. We all are. It's magnificent. So yeah, I may be getting back on here later on this, I don't know about this afternoon, but later on this morning, depending on the breakage of the clouds or something like that. But I'd like to head back out to the lake again. I really got a lot out of that yesterday. And I appreciated the companionship yesterday with a friend that I hadn't spoken to for about 3 or 4 weeks because of school starting and, getting back into life, so to speak, and getting into the parenting role, stuff like that. So being able to go out there yesterday was really, it was special to me. And I appreciated it, those moments. I appreciate it, Brown Dog Prospecting. I appreciate the true essence of what magic is. And we all hold that same essence. We all have something to offer this world that's very, very special, and it's only you can provide it. And it's only your gift. And we all should be expressing that gift. Everyone has something to offer. Everyone. It's true. And which really reminds me of where that statement came from. I spent many years working in the mental health field. I'm saying like 10, 12, 13 years working with people with developmental disabilities. And I learned that from a coworker years ago. I was having a bad day, and we were in a day setting, which was a day program, which is when they're out in the community and stuff. And I was getting frustrated. I remember being frustrated. And this woman I don't want to mention her name. She set me down at the table and she said, she goes, I know that you're a beautiful guy and you're trying so hard. And part of your frustration is you don't understand that all these people that were around here in this room have something wonderful. They have a gift and they have something to offer. But we're blocking it by the frustrations that we're expressing through our energy. We need to learn to understand that these people have something to offer us. And it's our job to figure out what that is so we can express that gift and show the world that this person is a beautiful and bright soul. And that was 15 years ago that I heard that. And I still remember it to this very day and I still use it. With the perspective of dignity and respect for everyone, irregardless of anything. We're a spiritual soul experiencing the human experience. A spiritual soul in a human body. And how impressive is that? To me, that's just profound. That we're all the same. There is no one bigger or greater because of their bank account or what car they drive. Their true essence is themselves, what lies within themselves. It's who they are. So, everyone has a gift, yeah. We all do. We're all made of two binary stars. We're atoms. We're the essence of whatever God is, whatever God had been created, or whatever. I don't even want to use the word God per se because maybe this deity that we call God is far grander than that, and maybe it's I don't know. It's a touchy subject in so many ways because it's a spiritual path that only individually you can experience. You can't experience it through going to a congregation. Does that make sense? Like I could not get the true essence of what spirituality really is by going to a church. And I don't mean that in a negative light. Because if you're going with the congregation, are you really going with your personal free will, or are you going by others of the congregation's perception of that? And I've always never understood that in a lot of ways. So it's not a bad thing, but your way is only your way. And I can't explain that any other way, but it's your path, it's your journey, and it's your spiritual relationship to whoever you may think or seem God is, and whatever needs to be a part of that, the church and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So God is whatever God is to you. Me personally, the great I am, whatever you want to put on him. If I was created as his image and his likeness, therefore, there's a possibility that I'm a God too. And I know that's really could sound egotistical to a lot of people, but you can look at the example of Jesus, and we could talk about this all day long. If we're putting Jesus, a human being that supposedly was God in a human body, what makes you think that I can't be Jesus himself too? I mean, there's so many questions about that. And I'm not here to debate whether I am as equal as Jesus Christ, because we're all equal, in my opinion. And if Jesus can do it, I can do it too, in my opinion. So as far as the spiritual perspective of this, I'm the son of God, either way. I'm the son of something greater than myself. And if I have to look up to that bright light that's in the sky that rises every day, every 24 hours, and I can say, okay, oh my word, there's God today, I can see him in a physical perspective, then that could be the case for some people too. But a spiritual direction is only made for only one's understanding for themselves. I just tend not to follow direction of a congregation, which is okay. God made us in his own image. That's right, in his likeness. So therefore, Brown Dog, what does that mean to you? If God made you in his image and likeness, what does that make you? And I'm being serious. Because if I'm reading that right, doesn't that make me God too? His son, God, the son of God. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, this is a heated topic, and I just noticed two people just dropped out, so they must have been uncomfortable with that conversation. So, which is totally fine with me. I'm happy for that. That's great. I'm grateful. But yeah, I mean, yes, look in the mirror. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I completely understand. If this is how you really feel, I mean, we could get this misconstrued too. So I text it this way. Look in the mirror. Yeah. I mean, on a deeper level, yeah. I completely I'm on that. I'm on that level. I can relate to that. I don't know what SOZ. Hey, Brown Dog, can I ask you a question? I know you're from Australia, but is your family like from Scotland or Ireland or England? Like, do you have any ancestors that come from that place? Like, do you know any of that? Sorry, it's okay, man. It's okay, dude. You don't need to apologize. See, this is another thing that I've learned is I need to learn to not attach myself because nothing is personal, right? So we don't need to worry about apologizing for anything. There is no need to apologize. You're good, man. But no, do you know any of your genealogy of your English? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Very good. Well, yeah, okay. I won't go any further than that because I don't want to get too personal. So no, that's awesome. So how long have you lived in Australia your whole entire life? Like, did your parents, your grandparents, did they all live in New Zealand? And I mean, not Australia. I meant Australia, or did you guys migrate there? Your grandparents migrate there. I don't know if you understand what I'm asking you. Probably too complicated, man. I understand. New Zealand, LOL. Okay. I mean, forgive me. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm no genius, so go away. LOL. Yeah. Either way, it's interesting to get to know where people come from and how they got there. That's all. I've lived here in Maine my whole entire life, so it's not really like I have a wide. And I've never, to be honest with you, I've never expected to travel or even worldwide or anything like that. I've never even thought about it. I thought it was beyond my wildest dreams, really. So I never really put any thought into it. So I just try to do as much learning as I can. And you know how that goes. There's so much the misinformation and the confusion. So I think the best way to learn is to ask people about their country. The other country is Austria. That's very interesting. But it makes sense because of, there was a time, during World War II where the world was going through great change. And Austria, all the countries were involved in that. But first born in Australia. Very interesting. See, the best thing about learning something about heritage and stuff is asking others their experience and where they're from. I get a lot of interest myself in asking that question. I was born in Connecticut, which is a few states southern from Maine, but I wasn't there very long, and there was something in my family that happened very catastrophically. Basically, lucky that my grandmother and my aunt survived. So that's the only reason why I came back to Maine. I don't know what would have happened if that event ever happened, and maybe I never would have been a Mainer. I don't know, but I'm here, and to be honest with you, I've never even seen the whole state that I've lived in. There's so much here in Maine that I haven't even seen, which is mind-boggling. And to me, watching videos on YouTube in other countries like Ireland and Scotland and looking at their landscapes, and their rocky coast looks so similar to the state of Maine. It's like really crazy. And then the highlands. We have highlands in Maine too. We have a huge the Appalachian Trail, the Appalachian Mountains run right through the state of Maine. And it's just another thing that reminds me of Scotland and Ireland, and which I feel is just a connection, you know what I'm saying, to keep me close to my real roots of where I really came from. Now, a few Southern girls. Okay, so a few Southern girls. So may I ask what that means? Save so much on holidays. Hello. Okay. Interesting. Hey, looks like the sun's going to be coming out. Hey, I got to check you guys. Check this out. I just, not to like toot my own horn, but look, I am so excited, man. So I guess I'm going to be, if you guys want to hold on, I think I'm going to go northbound. It's about 6 miles out of town. I'll take you to Lakewood again and see what's going on out there. I'll leave the live going. I'll pop you down in my cup holder. It'll be kind of boring, but let's take a ride out and see what's going on out there at the lake. All right? Gotta buckle. Okay, get comfortable. All right. I normally listen to something in the car when I'm like the radio or stuff, but because of copyright infringements, I don't really do that. So you're just gonna probably just hear me talk to you, I guess. Head out on Madison Avenue right now, which is the main route to the other towns. Gas right now is $2.98 a gallon here in Maine. I don't know what it is where you guys are. Driving by the Millburn Cafe, one of the cafes here in town. Yeah, hold on, guys. I'll be back on here in about 7 minutes. I'm heading out to Lakewood, where I was yesterday. I figured the skies were opening up and I saw some blue, so can't go wrong taking a little adventure, I guess. Roma Joe's for your best coffee. Just drove by that, too. We got a lot of really neat stuff here in Skowhegan. High tide, low tide, seafood restaurant, dealerships, Ford dealership right here on the left. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? think everyone has a Walmart somewhere, huh? Maine has a few too. So Skowhegan's got one. You guys ever heard of a Hannaford? And I got nobody but you. I got nobody but you. Does that mean me? Oh yeah, you. No, me. I got nobody, but I got me. I don't even care. It sounded alright. Campbell's True Value TV Celebration Center. It's our bowling alley. We've done a bunch of birthday parties there. This video is about that place too. I've done so many videos, it's unreal. I can't even believe it. 9,400 videos. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. I guess I miss everything that you regress. My son. Hey everybody, good morning. Or is it good morning or good day? I forgot. It's not a good morning. I'm not mourning anybody. I'm wishing them a good day. Good day. Or good evening, wherever you're from. I'll be back here in a minute, guys. I'm heading out to the lake, so I really can't pay much attention to the lives. I just want to keep it running. I'm only like 3 miles away now, so I'll be there soon, and I'll get back into the live. So be patient. I'm just driving. And it really helps me have that day. I've always been that way. But if you like the video, man, please feel free to subscribe. I mean, hit the like button. I'm almost there anyway. We're heading up to Lakewood. It's right near the golf course too, so I'm telling you, this place is beautiful. It's a great place. And we're here, down the road. See, it didn't take very long at all. You have a great day as well. Thank you, friend. Seasonal. They don't have any. I want to be up here in cold. Used to it. I've been here all my life, so. But yeah, it looks like I'm the only one here today. What a nice day, man. I can't believe I made it. Right on. Right on. I'm gonna go grab my chair. Yeah, of course I brought my chair. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Ta 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 la la ta 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 la la ta 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 ta. Beautiful Lakewood, Maine. What time is it? Hi. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here in Maine. Hi. Lakeside. Hi. Sleep well, brother. Have a good night. No. Good day, everyone. It's Will again. Sitting here in Lakewood by the lake. Kind of chilly to jump in the water this morning. It's I think it's like 65 degrees here right now. It's supposed to get warmer. It's not gonna be a bad day today. Good day, everybody that come into the chat. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Serenity. Being in the present. At peace. With the flow of the water. The slow moving clouds. The empty dog. immersed in the water, where the trees look so small, yet so far away, with the fluffy clouds covering the tops, with the bright blue sky matching the water, and a view of the mountain.